Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Dog.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
We got to the mountain early in the day. It's beautiful, I heard someone say. We greeted the ferns along the way up on Pyramid Mountain. Water skippers in the stream. Katie runs up while she screams, faster than a limousine up on Pyramid Mountain. Early in the morning up to rise, climbing up till we reach the skies, feeling so happy we could fly up on Pyramid Mountain. Birds all sang as they awoke to chestnut oak and morning cloak. It don't matter if you're broke up on Pyramid Mountain. Something rustles in the leaves right behind those great big trees. Couldn't see if it had fleas up on Pyramid Mountain. Early in the morning up to rise, climbing up till we reach the skies, feeling so happy we could fly up on Pyramid Mountain. Heading up on the trail of blue, sneakers wet with morning dew. Where we are, we have no clue. Up on Pyramid Mountain, caves in the hills where the bobcats sleep. Tucked away their slumbers keep. Katie wanted to take a peek up on Pyramid Mountain. Early in the morning up to rise, climbing up till we reach the skies, feeling so happy we could fly up on Pyramid Mountain. Rocky path we don't deny, thinking we might fall and cry. What the heck, we'll give it a try up on Pyramid Mountain. Great big rock on three little stones, lifting it must have broke some bones. They must have gotten help on loan from the stupid pilgrims. Early in the morning up to rise, climbing up till we reach the skies, feeling so happy we could fly up on Pyramid Mountain. Early in the morning up to rise, climbing up till we reach the skies, feeling so happy we could fly up on Pyramid Mountain.
Yeah! We're here on Horses Sing None of It, and my name is Ralph Litwin, and we're listening to the music of Liza Disavin and AJ Bodnar.
Hi, Ralph.
How you doing, guys?
Hey, Ralph.
Hi.
I like that hat.
Thanks.
It works. It works.
It's you.
I couldn't wear that. I couldn't get away with that.
This is a brand new present from Mr. Al Zamataro of Zamataro Packing Store in Morristown, New Jersey, at 140 Morris Street. Hi, Al.
Thanks. Thanks, Al.
Thanks, Al.
Right on.
And we were singing about Pyramid Mountain.
We were indeed.
And
Yeah.
let's talk about that.
Sure, that was a song that I wrote with my niece Katie, who is now 9, and her cousin Jenny. And we wrote it during a hike up Pyramid Mountain. Pyramid Mountain is probably a lot of your viewers have been there. It borders Boonton, Kinnelon, and Montville. And it's a beautiful hiking area. A lot of it is preserved now under Morris County Parks. It's a hiking area. There are endangered species there, including bobcat, pileated woodpecker, all kinds of plants. There are a couple of beautiful streams that run through there, and there's a place called Tripod Rock, which is a huge boulder that's perched on 3 little stones.
That's really beautiful.
It's really an amazing place.
Really nice.
They think that the Native Americans used the site as a solstice observatory many moons ago.
And how did they levitate that boulder up there? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I'll tell you.
But it's a great place to go for the solstice because you can see that sun.
It sets right if
Setting
you're in the
right
right place in the
between
circle, because there's a circle
rocks.
around the boulders. If you're in the right place, you can look through these 2 big boulders overlooking the cliff and see the sunset right between them still. It's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we should mention to folks that there are efforts going on to preserve even more of Pyramid Mountain area.
Yes, indeed, that's true. There's a large segment of land, I believe it's up to 500 acres, right next to the parkland that is in danger of being developed right now. Although the gentleman who owns it seems to be, at least I hear in the grapevine, that he's considering at least selling some of it. So the more that he hears from people, and the more that the Parks Commission and that the governor hears from people that they want that land preserved, the better chances are that it will be.
Okay, so what should a concerned citizen do?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, Ralph. It just so happens that if you are concerned about preserving land in New Jersey in general and Pyramid Mountain in particular, there are things you can do. If you'd like to send a donation, you can send it to the New Jersey Conservation Foundation, the Pyramid Mountain Fund, 300 Mendham Road, Morristown, New Jersey, 07960. And
There it is.
there it is. It's on the screen.
Great.
And if you can drop a quick postcard, or if you have the time to write a letter, please send one to Thomas Wells at the Green Acres Program, the Department of Environmental Protection, DEP, Trenton, New Jersey, and the Governor, Governor Christine Todd Whitman at the State House in Trenton, New Jersey, and the zip is 08625.
And
Hike.
now that information is up there on the screen, so get your
Terrific.
pencils and papers out. And
Yeah, please do. It's a place that's worth saving.
It's very, very important, I think,
It
that
is.
it be preserved.
It's also, I should mention, it's the watershed for a large number of communities in that area, and in fact feeds the Jersey City Reservoir as well.
And it's just beautiful up
It's
there.
incredible. You
really
go up there
wanna-
in the spring, the mountain laurel's blooming. It's on Boonton Avenue. Go to Boonton, take a right on Boonton Avenue, and go long. It's worth it.
You'll
I
find
can't
it,
miss
I
it.
can top that. Our last walk on Pyramid Mountain was in the rain. It was pouring, and we put our rain suits on from head to toe, and we just went walking, and we saw beautiful things. There's a lot of foundations of old Dutch houses that are still standing there.
That's right.
200-year-old foundations.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of
That are still there.
historical merit
It's
to the
really
place
neat to
too.
see those things.
Speaking of historical things,
Yes,
don't
Ralph.
you have another song that relates to the historical foundations.
I do
thereof.
indeed, and in the true tradition, I'm going to scoot down and pick up my whistle. In the true tradition of folk music, we're going to use some homemade instruments here. Not because we're classicists or anything, it's just we forgot the drums, so we're going to use a
less traditional drum,
A less traditional
basically,
drum.
is what it is.
And a less traditional rattle.
That's
So
right.
here you go.
That's right. But it works. The sound is nice.
This is a song also about Pyramid Mountain, and it's called Ossining. The reason it's called Ossining is because I was trying to figure out what the name of the place might have been to the original people, to the Lenni Lenape. So I looked through a whole bunch of books, and the closest word that I could come up with was the word that meant the place of the standing stone, and the word was Ossining. So I wanted to give the place back its name, so I wrote this. High up on the mountain stands a ring of stone, shaped by ice and fire ages long ago. High up on the mountain, nature sleeping slow, ages long and waking, the beauty we now know. Ossining, high on the mountain, the wind still knows your name. Ossining, high on the mountain, far from human shame. Ossining, high on the mountain, unchanging and unclaimed. Ossining, high on the mountain, keeper of the flame. A place for winter worship, a place for fading light, a place to watch the shortest day become the longest night, a place to build a fire in reverence and awe, a place to reaffirm that heaven must live by its laws. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, the wind still knows your name. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, far from human shame. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, unchanging and unclaimed. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, keeper of the flame. Down below the mountain, where money rears its head, land schemes were made by men in whom the love of land is dead. But the people joined together, made a circle of their own, and defied those who devour the mountain, leaving but its bones. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, the wind still knows your name. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, far from human shame. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, unchanging and unclaimed. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, keeper of the flame. Now the mountain laurel grows and welcomes in the spring. And now people come in stillness to hear how the wind still sings. For though the world may turn, oh yes, the world may turn, there still are many left in whom the ancient fire still burns. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, the wind still knows your name. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, far from human shame. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, unchanging and unclaimed. Awesomeing, high on the mountain, keeper of the flame. Awesomeing, 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 awesomeing. So,
Beautiful song. I love that song.
thanks. That was written on the mountain. I went up there with a whistle, and that's what it gave me.
So, folks, contact your representatives and
Please.
do what
It's
you
a
can
place
to
worth
help
saving.
save this mountain.
Yes.
And send your money into the New Jersey Conservation Foundation. We're going to take a little break for a public service announcement and be back on Horses Sing None of It with A.J. Bodnar and Liza DiSavino.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Be right
Oh.
back.
Good afternoon, officer. My license and registration. Cheeseburger? It's hot out today, huh, officer? Maybe my tail lights out.
Shouldn't you be carpooling?
I guess you're right.
I guess I am.
Carpooling can save up to 600,000 gallons of gas a year. This message sponsored by Ad Council and Earthshare.
Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo.
All trouble in this world, we need Big Mojo is you. Now politicians move to the day, we need Big Mojo for me and you.
Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo.
All trouble in this world, we need Big Mojo is you. Now I remember, oh, good politicians, oh, politics, wealthy campaign money, vicious circle hard to break. We need Big Mojo for me and you.
Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo.
All trouble in this world, we need Big Mojo with you. Now everyone's got mojo, inside and on high. Help yourself, help your planet, ain't no alibi. We need Big Mojo, Mojo for me and you.
Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo.
All trouble in this world, we need Big Mojo is you. Now black man's got Big Mojo, yeah, black meat got too. Red meat got big spirit, white race even got some too. We need Big Mojo for me and you.
Big Mojo, Big Mojo, boom, boom, Big Mojo, Big Mojo.
All trouble in this world, we need Big Mojo is you. Now the ecosystem suffers, all profit high. Long as they make money, they don't care what has to die. Oh, we need Big Mojo for me and you.
Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo.
All trouble in this world, we need Big Mojo is you. Take it there, AJ. So learn to love your neighbor. Always speak what's true. Decide you're gonna be happy. It'll be Big Mojo for you. Big Mojo for me and you.
Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo, Big Mojo.
All trouble in this world, we need Big Mojo with you.
All right, Ralph.
That was a pretty funky blues, eh?
That was good. Is that another name for you, Lee Oscar, or what?
Lee,
is that
that's
it?
his.
That's the
Sometimes-
brand
Oh,
of
is
that-
harmonica.
oh, okay.
I really should put a little tape across there that says Ralph Lewis.
You're-
But then
I don't ask it for my benefit, but ignorant people might not know that.
They might think you're Lee Oscar.
That's
that
right.
question
The
has
Oscar
come up
show.
many times, actually. I guess I should act on it. Oh. Well, that was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was good.
I like that.
So
That's
what
nice.
what do we have lined up here now?
What do we have lined up?
Nothing. Stare into the camera for 15 minutes. No, Liza's going to do one of my favorite pieces. Go ahead.
I thought I'd play something just so we wouldn't tell any more jokes.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll hear about it later on.
This is a song, I mean, keeping with our Pyramid Mountain theme. I grew up in Mountainfesst Township, and I live there again now. And it seems that every time I turn a corner, there's another woods that's been knocked down and plowed under, or another no trespassing sign where there didn't used to be. And this is a song about the changing face of my home. It's called Hills of My Home. We're going to tune for a second. All that excitement.
All that build up.
This guitar's not used to that much excitement.
Oof.
There she goes.
We need big Mojo.
We need big Mojo. Halsey's barn stood in the hollow, big old red hotel for many a cat, safe haven for many a swallow, near the home of a man who planted and plowed. I clearly remember the orchards and the juiciest apples ever have seen, and the houses with the big summer porches, and fields full of pumpkin come each Halloween. These are the hills of my home. These are the hills of my home, fading like a photograph I too long have owned. These are the hills, these are the hills, these are the hills of my home. The place where we used to go sledding, Suicide Hill, we called it with pride. We tear through the woods on a heading, past tall reaching hemlocks upon either side, and from the woods we'd fly into the cornfield and go on forever and ever it seemed. But now the cornfield is covered with houses, and the memory tastes like a long ago dream. These are the hills of my home. These are the hills of my home, fading like a photograph I too long have owned. These are the hills. These are the hills. These are the hills of my home. Murder's swim home, the old four-room schoolhouse, the big oaken tree where Bobby Rule died, Grandpa's kite field, and the birds in the morning have vanished and gone, left no note telling why. And the church where God first gave me music, its lovely old steeple, its simple white frame, has been replaced by a building that's polished and new. Seems that only the graveyard still goes on the same. These are the hills of my home. These are the hills of my home, fading like a photograph I too long have owned. These are the hills. These are the hills. These are the hills of my home. These are the hills. These are the hills. These are the hills of my home. Halsey's barn stood in the hollow.
Pretty solid.
Thanks.
Well, we've got to kind of start wrapping things up here quickly. We should tell folks how they can get in touch with you, Liza, because You have something to do with the Pyramid Mountain Preservation Organization?
Yeah, the Montville Citizens for the Preservation of Pyramid Mountain. And people who live in Montville, or even if they don't, if they're interested in helping out, can get in touch with me if they want to call me at 201-402-1465.
That's also the number for the New Jersey Songwriters Circle.
I was just about to say that, of which you are both, these gentlemen are both members.
And to get on your mailing list and find out about your recording,
yes.
or
the New Jersey Songwriters Circle recordings. They can get in touch with me again at, I'll give the address to 6 Jacksonville Road.
Multi-purpose number and person.
To meet all your shopping needs. At 6 Jacksonville Road, that's Liza Disavin at 6 Jacksonville Road, Box 71, Tuaco, New Jersey, 07082-201-402-1465.
Play the song, Liza.
Play the song.
Yes, sir.
There it is.
Oftentimes I sing for my friends when death's cold hand I see. But when I reach my journey's end, tell me who will sing for me. I wonder who will sing for me when I come to the cross by the silent sea. Tell me who will sing for me.
And when friends have gathered around and they look down on me, will they turn and walk away, or will they sing one song for me?
I wonder who will sing for me.
Imagining what it feels like to be in a crash doing only 30 without your safety belt is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
What happens after a crash doing 30 with no safety belt?
A face-off.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.